Hi you guys, my name is Tamika and this is my channel Tamika Uploaded, and today I am going to be announcing what books I'm going to be reading for Genrethon. I am so excited to be participating in this event. This is their first event ever and I think it's an awesome idea. If you didn't already know, allow me to remove that rock you've been living under. Just kidding. Genrethon is a readathon where your goal is to read at least 3 different genres and hopefully 3 different books. And so I am super excited to do this because the whole idea is just to have more diversity in our reading, to expand our reading minds. You know, just to live in one genre does a dishonor to yourself just to read one kind of book. So I thought I'd share with y'all what I plan to read. I decided not to be too ambitious. Once you hear my read, you're gonna be like, come on. Really? I know. But this video should be coming up after I did my March wrap up. And if you didn't see my March wrap up, I read 13 books, you guys. 13 books. And almost got burnt out. So I decided, since this is a laid back readathon, that I myself shall be reading as laid back as possible. I have a lot of things that I kind of need to think about next week, so I just want to participate, have some fun, you know, dip my toe into the water the next year, you know, go hard or go home. Let's get to it. The first book that I'm going to read is a manga, of course. And I'm going to be reading volume 6 of Demon Love Spell. I read volume 5 last month, so I'm already excited about going ahead and reading volume 6. I love this series. I don't know, I just really love romance, and I need to find me like some more romance novels. You know that I read Say I Love You, but I'm just looking for more because I love it so much. The next book I'm going to be reading is in the genre of both autobiography and humor. So you know I don't read stuff like this ever. I'm very silly, but I don't read humor books. I like humor in my books, but for the sake of being funny, I never read anything like that. However, this book is Everybody Hanging Out Without Me and Other Concerns by Mindy Kaling. I love her so much because she's so funny, and I really relate to her TV show character anyway, because you know, the doctor one that's like always trying to find love and finding all these guys sexy. Like, I just relate to that, you know? It's hard out here for a single woman, you know? So I thought I'd read it because one, is small, it's a quick read, and I mean the introduction to the book, not even getting into the book, is absolutely hilarious. And so I was like, oh, I think I would really enjoy this. I think this will be a nice breath of fresh air during this readathon. The next book that I'm reading, I've already started. I do not have my hands on it to show you, but it is The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan, and I'm almost done with it, and so I am totally gonna read that because I'm so excited. This readathon's like, hey, you started on something? Read that. I shall. So that is 3 books, 3 different genres. We got middle grade, we got humor, autobiography, which technically is 2, and we have a manga. So that's technically 4 different genres with 3 books. Boom, 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 out the water. So I just thought for fun, you know, if you decide to stick in here with me, I'll show you a couple of contenders that I might read if possibly I get through these books, which is highly likely. And I'm just gonna go through them. The first one is Dead Until Dark, which is the first book in the Suki Steakhouse novels. Because I like True Blood, I've always wanted to read it, and it's a quick read. The next one I mentioned in Slay That series, still haven't read it. And that is The Revolution of Ivy, and it's not that it's not a good book, I just don't have time to pick it up. I think it's because I have so many library books, but if I do get through these, this is definitely a huge contender that could possibly get read. Well, I'm gonna get it read this month, you guys. I was gonna get it read this month. This next one is a play. well, it would be, yeah, it would be considered a play, and it is Monster, and this is the story of a teenage boy who is on trial for murder and how they treat him. And I think it's really interesting how they wrote it. Like I said, it's written like a play or written like a screenplay. Either way, it's different, and it could be a really fast read because it's like up and down instead of left or right. I wanted to read this, but I don't know if I'm emotionally ready, which is why I haven't actually put this on like certainly getting read. Like, I want to get it read within the next 2 months because I really am interested in the story. I think they're making a movie out of it. It might already be a movie, but I know they made a graphic novel out of it, which I almost got. I think these stories are very interesting, and these aren't the kind of stories you hear about like that on BookTube, and so I would love to introduce y'all to these kinds of stories. Now, this last one is one of my favorite genres, which I never really get to read because it's hard to find some good ones because I read so much of it when I was younger. So this is gonna be a reread if I get to it, and this would be literally just for fun. And it is erotica, and it is Nervous by Zane, and is the story of a woman who is suffering from a split personality disorder. The real her is actually very shy from men, and she just, kind of keeps to herself, very reserved. And, at night she slips into her second personality, which is a sex maniac. And she starts to fall in love with this guy who's her neighbor, and she's kind of like into him, But her alter ego doesn't want her to settle down with any man because she is having too much fun on her sexcapades. So that is that is the story. She does see a psychiatrist, so it's very interesting that not only is this erotica, but we're also going to talk about mental illness and things like that, which I always love from Zane. She always gets me so much. Anyway, guys, those are my possible contenders of what could get read this month. They're all different, they're all interesting. There's some other books I was interested in too, but I have other readathons, so you never know what could get read in my world. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. This video is long enough, and I love y'all. If you are participating, let me know down below, and I'll check out your videos. So I'll see y'all on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Bye!